I wrote the book because in America, we've turned this really important corner. Our economy continues to grow, our population continues to grow, but year after year now, we actually take fewer resources from the earth. The total amount of, steel, copper, tin, water that America consumes is going down year after year. So we've finally decoupled economic growth and prosperity growth from taking stuff from the earth. It's never happened before. I think it's kind of an important transition. But we are still a manufacturing powerhouse. A lot of people overlook that. Our manufacturing output is going up, but all the metals and all the minerals we consume to generate all those products, that's now going down over time.
There's another book out by Václav Smil at MIT who says, yes, we are using less material, but we are using way more energy. That if you look at the amount of energy it takes to for example, revolutionize agriculture. Agriculture is now 100 times more productive than it was 100 years ago, but you're using 90 times as much energy to get that agricultural produce.
And Smil is absolutely right that if you look around the world, energy use continues to increase very, very quickly, especially as low-income countries are becoming more prosperous. What's weird, though, is that total energy consumption in America has been flat for about a decade. We are at the point of decoupling total energy use from our economic growth. I'm offering a public bet to Professor Smil or anybody else. I think America will use less energy in 10 years than it does today, no matter how big the economy gets.
And what is the consequence of if you're right, what does that mean?
It means that we don't have to make these radical changes that you were talking about at the start. We don't have to contemplate not growing anymore or voluntarily renouncing consumption or centrally planning the economy. We can continue to grow while taking better care of the planet. And I think low-income countries are going to get to that point of peak stuff and start decreasing much sooner than we did because they have access to much more powerful technologies. There's no way that Bangladeshi are going to be staring into cathode ray tube monitors as they become more prosperous. They'll have smartphones.
Do we have time for everyone to get as rich as America and then start this decoupling, of this dematerialization, you call it?
The only reason I'm not confident that we have time is because of global warming, which is real and bad, and we're not taking action on it. But greenhouse gases are just a form of air pollution. I don't mean just because they're so easy, but they're not mysterious. And like you know, in the rich world, we have had amazing success at reducing air pollution levels. So the point I make in the book is we know the playbook for dealing with tough problems like pollution, which is a bad side effect of this capitalist economy that we've built.
In a sense, your basic argument is don't think that the solution lies in some kind of personal virtue of restraint and use less stuff, use less energy. Think instead of big technological breakthroughs that make it possible for us to grow and be good at the same time.
These things will accumulate. Profit-seeking companies want to keep their costs low. They'll take advantage of all these cost-saving opportunities that technology offers, and will be able to improve both the human condition and the state of nature. We're already doing it in the rich world. It's time to spread that as quickly as possible. Instead of voluntarily becoming poor or inflicting poverty, I always go back to what Indira Gandhi said in the 70s. She said, poverty is the greatest polluter. I think that's absolutely right. Let's get out of the poverty business.